some people leave behind a legacy folks talk about for years. And at our little church, that was Brother Tolbert. I never met him, but I heard about him almost every Sunday. But the ones who shaped me the most weren't the ones people talked about. They were the ones sitting right there in the pews with me. Like MawMaw Tolbert. She was the most humble person I ever knew. I don't think I ever heard her say a single unkind word about anybody. Didn't matter where she was going to have a dress on. And then there was Duckie. She didn't quite come out the same way. You didn't have to wonder if Duckie was in the building. You just had to listen. When Duckie sang, she didn't just sing, she filled the room. And when she hit that note, you knew it. While at Faulkner University taking a public speaking class, the assignment was to speak on our hero, and I knew of whom I was going to speak.
She didn't wear a cape, and she never scored a touchdown, but she was still my hero.
That's great, Brad. But what is a Duckie?
Truth is, Duckie wasn't even her real name. Her name was Helen, but nobody called her that. Out of 100 people who might know her, maybe 5 even knew her name was Helen. And even they called her Duckie. Helen was just a name. Duckie was who she was. One of my favorite stories happened when I was eating dinner with their family. She loved her grandkids, Alan, Jake, David, Chad, and Jordan. And Duckie was a smart woman, but sometimes her love for her grandbabies got a little ahead of everything else. And that showed while Emmett was playing with his interactive globe.
You have selected the country of Chad. You have selected the country of Jordan.
Now do Jake.
The rest of us heard geography. She heard her grandbabies. And don't her grandbabies deserve their own country? Now, MawMaw was the best cook around. Nobody made macaroni and cheese like her, and of course, her biscuits. MawMaw didn't say a whole lot, but she had a way of teaching you things without ever making it feel like a lesson.
Now, don't overwork the dough.
Yes, ma'am.
So when I wanted to learn how to make biscuits, I went straight to the source.
Well, mine's not like yours.
I make pretty good biscuits now, but they ain't never been MawMaw's. MawMaw Tolbert passed away in her sleep in 2009. I like to think it was just as peaceful as she lived. For a while, MawMaw had a longing look in her eyes to go to heaven. Her funeral was a sweet occasion knowing that she went home. However, I couldn't help but grieve when I considered the fact that this world had lost MawMaw. She could not be replaced. By this time, Duckie's mind had already started slipping, and I don't know if she really got to process losing her mama. Duckie filled every room she walked into, but toward the end, the room got a little quieter. There's a land that is fairer. At first, nothing. And then, and by faith we can see it afar, for the Father waits over the way. She couldn't remember names anymore, couldn't carry on a conversation, but she never forgot the songs. I reckon some things don't live in your mind, they live somewhere deeper than that. That was 2015, the day Duckie's voice got quiet. But amazingly, on the same day, her great-grandchild was born, and little Emmett started up. But here's the thing about folks like that. They don't really go anywhere. They live on through the legacy that they've created, in their families and in the people that they've influenced. And just as she taught me so much, I have the chance to teach some of hers. Duckie could play that piano, but you didn't just hear the music. You heard the jewelry, the fingernails, and all of it.
That's good, Samantha, but if you want to get better, you need to invest in more readings and manicures.
Okay, I understand.
Some people teach you with their words. Some teach you with their life. And some you can still hear a long time after they're gone.